So I'm going to show you guys a strategy that you can use every single day. It only takes 5 minutes of chart time, and it works on pretty much every pair. Now, some pairs will work better than others, but it's very, very simple, and feel free to go back test it yourself. Now, the most important thing that you're going to want to look at is when is the New York Open. So if we look over here, this is 15:30 UCT plus 2 time. I have drawn a box over the candle where the market opens New York time. Now this time will be different depending on your time zone, but you want to catch the first 5 minute candle of New York. What you want to do from there, simply draw a box above the high and the low. So cover the whole candle in a box. You can extend that box as far as you want. And now you'll simply wait for price. You can do this on the 5 minute or even the 1 minute, whichever suits you better. I'm just going to find the example to show you. You're going to simply wait for price to exit. So here is the full candle in detail. So the full range. You're going to wait for price to break out either to the upside. So you're either going to want something like this. You're either going to want that, or you're going to want something where it breaks down. So as we can see here, the market ended up giving us a break to the downside. All you're going to do then is you're going to wait for price to come back here to your range, the box. So as you can see here, price actually tapped the box perfectly. Now, what you need to understand is when we break to the upside, we're going to look to buy, but we don't buy aggressively, and vice versa to the downside. So here we're going to be looking for sells, but we want to enter when price comes back to our box. So what you can do is you're not going to enter blindly over here. That is not the entry. You will wait for some sort of volume candle showing, or even a little bit of a structure shift showing that we have rejected this range. So now as you can see, price breaks down, comes back as a pullback, retests this range that we drew on the first 5 minute candle. So it retests the low of the first 5 minutes of the open. It doesn't always happen so perfectly. Sometimes it'll come here, sometimes it'll break right through, but this is a nice example. Retest it, and then we get a nice rejection. That is a candle. That's not a candle to enter off. Basically, you need to see some sort of move happening. So once you've seen 2, 3, 4 candles happening, or one big candle of volume, you enter with your stop loss above the structure. So this here would be your structure, and you can target a 2 to 1. Its win rate is quite successful if you are trading it with discipline. Now, if you look at an example like this, let's do the next day, right? You're not going to always get wins, and you're not going to always get nice clean trades, but you can avoid the bad trades. So if you see, that was the range we got for this trading day, dropped to the 1 minute, and you would have seen, okay, so we got nothing until 30 minutes after the open. We got a break up, so now we're monitoring for buys, right? We're waiting to get on buys. It retests and it gives us no entry, so we don't enter. So this was no loss, this was no trade. You wait for the next day. Now, giving yourself one trade a day, or even two if you want to trade the, I'll give you another example. If price had to come back down here, so we didn't get a buy, it came back, it broke to the downside. If we retested and then melted back down, you could look to get in on sells, but that didn't happen in this example. So basically, step one, draw your high and your low of your first 5 minute candle of the New York Open. Wait for it to give us a clear indication of if it's going up or down. Wait for the pullback, and then wait for a little volume candle. Get it on that with your stop loss above or below structure. You can target a 2 to 1, or if you feel free, a little bit more experienced, you can target different levels. Like if you look here, you could say this is a 2 to 1, but if you look on higher time frames, let's see where there's other levels. This would maybe be a better target here, although it doesn't make much of a difference in this example. You could have targeted that low there, and that gives you about a 2.5 to 1. Doesn't give much of a difference, but that is just an example how you can target the next key levels, guys. So yeah, you can try this every day. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to look at our other videos, subscribe. Feel free to look at our TikTok as well. I share software performance every day there. We have software that does this automatically every single day. Our 1M software is very, very successful, backed by data. Everything is fully transparent. We have testimonials. So have a look at the website if trading is something that interests you without lifting a finger. But other than that, good luck, and let me know how you guys go.